It's pretty good, Nickel. How are you doing? Yeah, they certainly used up all nine. I honestly turned off the stream and got ready about 20 minutes ago when when Brandana got picked around the river. I thought the game was over, and then then you guys were still going. So so coming up here, we got Northern Storm and Option 12. Um, Option 12, as recently as about a week ago and maybe 3 hours ago, were tied for first place. Ended up getting 2-0'd by Blitzkrieg, who have definitely looked like the scariest team so far this split. I think at this point, even though they might be a little disappointed with that 1-1 against Nine Lives just now. But option 12, to me, they're a team coming into this week with something to prove. And on the other side, you got Northern Storm, who are sitting down with 1 point so far. So they're still in the mix. If they can potentially secure a 2-0 here, that gets them right back up to 4 points, right in the middle of the pack playoff position. So definitely a pivotal match for both teams. One trying to leap out of the middle of the pack, the other trying to get back into it.
Indeed. We'll have to see how that plays out. Sorry, everybody, if you couldn't hear me. But I'm thinking it should be good now. Maybe? Can somebody confirm that? Thank you. Huge. Thank you. Good lord.
Real MVP.
And we're going in. And here I was talking smack about them being ready. Apparently I wasn't ready.
But we're going now. So the Quick and Nivea ban coming out. It's very funny. We don't even have Ace in the mid lane anymore, but we're still seeing the Nivea ban aimed at his team. Obviously just a potent champion in general throughout the history of the LCUS. Fizz in response, and Lulu coming back from Northern Storm.
Indeed.
And a Lux ban actually for option 12. For those of you who might not have seen, option 12 actually pulled out a Lux Morgana bot lane in a game last week. It was interesting, it was exciting, it was innovative, and it lost. They did all right in lane phase, but come mid-game it was clear that they just didn't really have enough firepower to hold off the aggression of Blitzkrieg. So not sure if option 12 is just not ever going to try that again, but for now they do ban it out against presumably Sigtao Infinite in the mid lane for Northern Storm. Nocturne and Vigar close out the bans, and a first pick Blitzcrank would be certainly exciting. One of the more exciting champions to cast.
Especially on Sigtao Lord, that's his main guy right there.
Well, here we go. Down to 1 second. Oh, and they even lock it in with 1 second. They don't even leave it up to the final suspenseful moment. On the other side here, option 12. They're a team that has been praised quite a bit for their macro play, their rotations, their knowledge of the game. Seems like they often pull out very balanced team comps, very meta team comps. But in the LCUS, that's not necessarily always, an automatic win. We've got teams that just play unique styles here that you can't really prepare for as easily as you might in the professional scene. Where there's scouting and all kinds of VODs available on every team. So that's what makes this league exciting for me, is that there's so many different options that you can see people pull out.
That's exactly what people come here for. It's definitely a lot of experimentation going on within the game. It definitely makes them interesting games to cast over, although my aneurysm in my brain would beg to differ for some of them. Tark Jungle. Losers. But yeah, I will say this split has been very has been kind of status quo for a lot of people. I mean, we have people with their mains coming through. Definitely a targeted ban for a lot. Oh, another Talon. Sorry, cut myself off right there. Did I miss something? Is Talon good now all of a sudden?
It's very interesting because we have, so far, if you look down each side, you know, you've got 3 very aggressive picks on the side of Northern Storm. Talon jumps over walls. He jumps in. He's an assassin. Zac jumps over walls. He jumps in. Blitzcrank pulls you over a wall. And then on the other side, you've got, you know, Shen, whose ultimate is one of the most powerful defensive abilities in the game. Morgana with a black shield. Similarly, Malzahar has a spell shield on himself. So both of these teams are really sort of showing the way they want to play the early game here. In a very uniform sense. Option 12, they're looking to not die, and Northern Storm is looking to make them die.
Yeah, for sure. And we do know that Greybeard of Odin has been an awesome Shen player.
Broken sandwich.
And Ace finally has his Morgana that he was screaming at to have in the first set of games.
Yeah, maybe showing his card a little bit as just a simple bystander in the chat there.
For sure.
Tom Kench taken away. So that's an interesting ban considering that the support pick had already been presumably picked up for Sigtal Lord.
Maybe their thoughts are Tom Kench as a top laner. Not 100% certain on that. Shaken has brought that out before. Yeah.
We will see
Not
Maokai
entirely certain on that.
for Greybeard of Odin. Waiting on AD carry and presumably top lane picks for Northern Storm at this point.
Now,
So
wait a minute, Odin. You're not bringing out the train Scion.
yeah, I was a little bit surprised. Usually it's well, could it be? Are we looking at Maokai jungle potentially? Where is this Shen going if Maokai goes top?
A lot of flex picks. Jeez.
Yeah.
Now that I look at it.
I mean, and flex picks have always been a very strong thing in League of Legends in draft mode. It just throws your opponents off, gives them a little bit of doubt. And the Heimerdinger. Actually, we're going to have a Heimerdinger bot lane, so...
Talking about how
Something
this is a good place for experimentation and letting people not go towards the meta. Here you go.
Yeah, this is a great example. On the other side, option 12, they're going pretty standard. They go with the Varus. Still not sure if we're seeing Shen jungle or Maokai jungle.
Yeah, give them a couple seconds. They'll actually, hopefully, put it in the right spot. Yep, Shen top. Is that a Maokai jungle? Yeah, that's got to be Maokai jungle. They're
Wow.
not in the right places.
So we are throwing it back all the way to Season 2, when I believe Maokai jungle first appeared on the scene. There is so much crowd control, so much lockdown from this champion as early as level 2 that it is a scary, somewhat unique gank ability with this champion. Still waiting on the switch here. Oh no, they're just in the wrong place
Yep.
on the lineup. Sorry about that.
They're fine. Not totally fine, but they're fine. I do have to say, I'm interested to... I wonder if Ace has just been practicing Varus a lot. I'm just biased against Varus. I've seen him played well. I've seen him played bad, poorly. I know that Ace is a good ADC. I know that he can probably pull a good Varus. It's just...
Well, I think Varus is he's just a very safe champion in the bottom lane. He doesn't have to wait for the 2-item power spike as much as some of his auto attack based counterparts. And also, I wonder if part of it is that he is more capable than some of killing Heimerdinger's turrets at range with the piercing arrows, not having to step up into that potential dangerous area. Also, the Chain of Corruption to stop Sigtal Lord as he's running at them with the hook. But you are correct. I when I think Ace on AD carry, I don't necessarily think of Varus right away. So we'll see.
Indeed. It's
how
definitely
this
going to
one
be
works out.
down to how he plays them too, because going against this Heimerdinger and Blitzcrank is going to be rather annoying in my brain. We
Yeah,
got
it's
turrets,
gonna
we got
be.
pulls. We do have a Morgana on their benefit that can shield and also do a little bit of CC potential, but it's a kind of tough one to who's going to go on the bot lane. We'll wait for the game to figure that out. Well, let's talk about mid lane. Talon Maokai? No, not Talon Maokai. Talon Malzahar. I'm looking at you, Prowler. Next time, remember where you stand.
Yeah, I mean, mid lane is, it's going to be, I think, Marcus is going to want to play just a sort of standard Malzahar lane, where you just want to clear waves and keep yourself safe, and Sigtao Infinite is going to want to do the opposite, the standard Talon lane, which is get in on your butt and kill you with that Ignite. It's funny, we were talking after the first set of picks, the first 3 for each team, how Northern Storm were looking to engage. They wanted to fight. They wanted to get kills. And then even after all that, they picked up Kled in the top lane, which is a champion I personally haven't seen much in the LCUS, but I'm very excited to see this guy with that charge ultimate. Just such a fun, with those silly comedic sound effects to his abilities. It'll be interesting to see if Northern Storm can really force the fights the way they want to, and if option 12 can repel them.
Mm-hmm. They actually have the team for it, so I think that we're gonna. Any way that you shape it, we're gonna have an interesting game for the first game of set 2.
Absolutely. Now, just want to take a moment here to remind everyone that we are in set 2, and this set is brought to you by Old Host. You can support the LCUS by signing with Old Host, where you can build your own website. Go to www.oldhost.net and click Promotions for details. For every sign-up using the coupon code LCUS, 100% of all profits will be donated back to us. And for this promotion, so sign up today and help support the LCUS. And that transitions right in here as soon as my loading screen finishes up to the Nero Skin Showdown.
The skin analysis.
Let's go.
Well, no skin on Zach, but no skin on Varus, so those immediately cancel each other out.
Ace, how many times do I have to say whenever I stream? You gotta get skins for ADCs now. Jeez, you were starting to get them on mid, but now that I no Heimerdinger skin either.
Yeah,
this might have to default to
Dinger
option.
skin. Yeah, it's always tough when one team just has more than the other.
Yeah.
Sir Kled is pretty awesome, but yeah, I think I gotta go option 12 just out of the 4-3 advantage.
Mm-hmm. Totemic Maokai though, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, it barely counts.
Still,
It's kind of spooky looking though. It's the right time of year for that skin.
he wasn't thinking about Halloween when he did that.
Well, maybe he'll win and carry, and we can ask him in an interview.
All right. Maybe I should go to our pals at Old Host to make a site to make these connection times a little bit faster.
There we go, and we're in.
Hashtag sellout.
And actually, we have an invade coming in from Northern Storm. Oh boy, they've got the hook onto Ashaway right away. And yeah, this Morgana is absolutely going to go down. A very quick show of aggression from Northern Storm, living up to their team composition, exactly what we thought they would do. Ace will be able to get out. Sorry about that, folks. That was a little strange. We loaded into the game, at least I did, and the game was already about 50 seconds in. So that was a pretty quick transition there. Did you catch that, Nickel?
I didn't even catch the game. I'm still in the loading screen.
Oh, geez. Well, let me know if I need to pause and wait for you or anything once you get in. I know that you are the all-important streamer. For now, I'll just do my best Bob Uecker impression and be a radio announcer. First Blood did go over to the side of Northern Storm. Went over to Sigtao Infinite as they pulled a 5-man invade in the bottom lane, caught Ashaway out. Just obviously completely surprising, option 12. Things have regressed back to normal proceedings now with everyone going to their lanes, but that's got to feel good for Northern Storm. Didn't even have to burn any flashes. Sigtao Lord used his Ignite on that Blitzcrank, but certainly not much of an expenditure to get a quick 400 gold lead.
What would it be with the LCUS without any technical difficulties? I'm about at 217 right now.
Yep, that's where I am. That's where I am.
Cool. Thank you, Riot. Oh.
All right. So we got, yeah. For those of you who missed it, unfortunately, that first blood did come out very nicely for Northern Storm.
Like that everybody's being a little bit more gentlemanly-like. Lady-like for the ladies that are playing.
Oh, I gotta switch this Malzahar and Maokai on the scoreboard. That's gonna annoy me.
Oh, yes. Before I get yelled at.
Come on, option 12. What are you doing? Supposedly the best macro team in the LCUS. Can't even get their team lineup right.
That has nothing to do with macros. At least they're in the right lanes.
It's funny, I've seen Hjarnan on G2 do this so many times, but I don't think I've seen anyone bring out the Heimerdinger in a game I personally have been casting before. So, oh, Flash Hook comes in from Sigtau Lord. He gets onto Ashaway again. She still has her Flash available from before, was very disciplined in not burning it, and also does not burn it this time, so able to just walk away. Flashy play from Sigtau Lord, but in the end, I'm not really sure it was worth it.
That's just really flexing his muscles right there, just showing off. Calm down, sir. You can't do it twice in a row. You just missed it.
Yeah, looking for another one. Oh, they actually get the knock-up onto Ace, but look at that damage coming back down to Sigtau Lord. He is taken extremely low. Ace, will he flash forward for this? It's into the turrets if he does. He does get it, but it's a kamikaze situation. So a 1-for-1 trade. I'm not sure that's worth it, though, because Fan will be able to stay there and keep picking up farm, while Ace will have to lose some.
What are you talking about? It's always worth. Maybe not so much early in the game, but still. Thought was there.
Ace did burn both summoners there, and actually, oh, Chaos jumps in with the electric slingshot. Prowler fails the flash over the wall. That is a difficult flash over that thick wall up there. Everybody knows about it. And the Maokai goes down. The aggression from Northern Storm, we were expecting to see it. It was their win condition, and they're playing to it very well so far. Already a 1,000 gold lead.
But really, what I'm looking forward to is looking to see who wins this game, because we got really... They're battling for... Ah, my brain is not working with me. Battling for a place in the league right now. I know that for a fact. But really, we got two awesome teams here. It's really going to be... I think it's going to be a close game. Even with the interesting picks, it's really going to be interesting to see how it... As I say this, Sigtau Lord is just getting demolished. And
oh, and here comes Prowler, actually. Oh boy, this is one of those situations where you wish he still had that flash. I don't think he would have been able to get in range anyways if he did walk over a ward. But that's one thing with Maokai. He was one of the first champions that, way back in Season 2, when I was first starting to play this game, I realized how important using flash as an offensive tool could be. I had always just thought of it as an escape. But Maokai without flash, especially on jump, is a different champion. It's so much harder to get into distance.
And the technical difficulties continue. I think we lost you for a second there, Jeff. Might actually continue. So, oh, as that happens, top lane, we got a little bit of a wet fight that's going a little bit more for the bloody side.
Yeah, Gertrude doing a good job using Spirit Refuge to limit a lot of damage around picking these to get them down. But I don't expect there to be too many kills in this lane. Oh, just the Chaos is looking around for the gang, only a little order, and picking this time to go back. Gertrude should be able to clean this wave pretty easily. Even falling in the top lane as of now, the team will pick up a few. In the bot lane and mid lane, Northern Storm so far in terms of fun.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I know how much you wanted to be here for R2-D2, but that's not what we're trying to go for. Alright, I think I kicked R2D2 out. Jeff, are you with me?
Yeah, maybe.
Yep, you're with me. Alright.
Okay, that's good.
Good lord. First day back and I get this. Good lord.
Welcome back to the LCUS, my friend. If you're just catching up with us now, I know we've had some issues. It is a 1,000 gold lead for Northern Storm. They are playing their team composition quite correctly. All about aggression with a lot of these picks, and they are making the aggressive plays so far. On the other side, option 12, their one kill comes from Ace, making a very aggressive play in the bot lane, flashing in using both summoner spells to pick up a trade kill. Or excuse me, it wasn't a trade kill. Yes, it was. Onto himself, onto Sigtal Lord. So at this point, we're 8 minutes in. 18 to be exact, Nickel. Do you expect either of these teams to really make an early play for this Infernal Drake?
It's really going to come down to, well, option 12, I don't think they're going to do an early one unless there's a really big opening. Like if Ace and Ashaway somehow get a kill in the bot lane, then I believe that they're going to go for the Drake. But with the opposing team, I'm having a lot of trouble with this team. Northern Storm, I think, probably won't do it as well because they're kind of playing it safe, because they know that if they, because really it's creating an opening if they go for Drake anytime like right now, because option 12 is set in laning phase right now. They'll notice as soon as somebody's gone.
Option 12 moving in as a threesome there to clear out that pink ward and the tri-brush. Up top, Chicken Nuts. Oh, flash in again from Sigtal Lord. He gets the Ignite down onto Ace, and Ace is dead to right. So much damage coming out of that Heimerdinger. And Ace, as we said, actually those summoner spells were back up, but the silence from Sigtal Lord probably keeping him from flashing away in a timely manner. Ends up not burning it. Another kill for that Blitzcrank.
As we look at the top lane, we're seeing a little bit more of a fight for the top. Nothing really coming out of it.
Ashaway lands the bind up, and we have a pause coming out now.
We have a pause.
We'll try to see what's going on with this. Technical issues from Ace, so it's everybody who is having some issues right now.
Call this the technical issue game of the night. Hopefully it'll be the only one. It won't be the only one. Spoilers. Alright. As we have this pause, hopefully I can bring up the chat back up, because I literally had to just turn everything off that I had at my disposal. And listen to you beautiful people in the chat window. But really, one thing I do have to...
It sounds like the teams as well were having the robot voice issues in Discord.
Haha! So it's Discord's fault. It's not my fault.
This could be a new theme for us. Set 2 of every week of the LCUS, everyone has to sound like a robot.
Hopefully not. Let's not invite R2D2 and C3PO. Although R2D2 is a good conversationalist, let me tell you.
I think that would be tough to understand your teammates in that situation, though. Certainly us as casters, it would be a challenge.
Kenos, I'm with you there, but I'm not going to do that. This is a league channel. It's requesting for Devil May Cry 5 combat footage. There's only so much, and all of them suck. But yeah, one thing I do want to say about the game at hand, while I said that can't multitask today. Good lord. Option 12 was probably going to look for more of an opening for the Drake. They actually were going for the Drake as Ace was taken down. I believe Maokai and one other teammate was trying to take it down, but then as soon as Ace was taken out, then they kind of backed off on it, trying to give some help. Seems like that they backed off now. And the pause is gone.
Alright, we're back, folks. Hopefully for good this time.
No promises.
Shaken Not Stirred going in there, getting a pretty good trade with the violent tendencies, those quick auto attacks, forcing Greatbeard of Odin away, and he gets the remount. Boy, it's going to be interesting for option 12 how they respond to these engages in the mid and late game, because you're going to have the Zac flying in from one direction, Sigtao Infinite potentially hopping over a wall, and then the Kled charging at you. There are going to be so many potential engage tools coming from different directions.
Yeah, for sure.
And now you do see option 12. They have moved on to the Drake. I think they were trying to time this with the recall timer of WD Fan and Sigtao Lord. They pick it up easily, and that's a nice tool for option 12. Not even necessarily for themselves, but to keep it away from Northern Storm, who have this team composition that just wants to snowball the game, which an Infernal Drake allows you to do quite well. Oh, Chaos actually fails this jump over the wall and gets locked up. He's going to get popped into Cell Division, and I don't think there's anything Sigtao Infinite or anyone else can do to save him. So a little bit of an error from the Northern Storm jungler. Dark Binding lands from Ashaway onto the Stealth Talon, and he will get taken down, although they do get a trade back onto Prowler. So it is a 2-for-1 exchange overall, but that's after the Infernal Drake, and now option 12 with a quick rotation to the mid lane. Fan and Sigtao are trying to come up and answer this, keep this mid turret from taking too much damage.
Oh, jeez. Here we see the sneakiness of Sigtao Lord just coming out of nowhere with that hook. Shaken might be in trouble too.
To get that kill back, Shaken's about to be dismounted. There goes Skarl. He actually misses with the pistol, but I don't think Odin really has the tools to chase him back.
Shaken, you might want to...
He actually lands the taunt. Oh, Shaken, you have stuck around a little too long, my friend. Not going to get the remount in time. Solo kill for Great Beard of Odin in the top lane. Everything going option 12's way in the last couple minutes.
Sure. Just waiting for an opportunity, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, Northern Storm, they started off this game with so much aggressive play, but they haven't really been able to make any more inroads in the last 5-10 minutes or so. And option 12, they're starting to stabilize, and now they're starting to take control.
It really comes down to, like, should you kind of like take a step back and leave the aggression till you get a couple more items, get a little bit more levels? Because I mean, they're still technically in the lead. Technically, but it's just kind of down to how they play. Like, Northern Storm is a very aggressive team. They can pull it off still, and it's pretty even right now, but do you think that they should take a step back and kind of just focus on defensively and build themselves up a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky situation because Shaken Not Stirred does have teleport available, so you could potentially get a teleport play coming out of that Kled, get a guaranteed engage, which is basically what that charge does. The question is, I mean, bot lane is going to naturally push against option 12 because of Heimerdinger's turrets. So it's if you are willing to actually orchestrate a 4 or 5 person dive down there, because I don't really see a play happening in the mid lane. I think if they're going to make a play, it's going to be bot, and it's going to be tricky.
Or if this wet noodle placed in the top lane has anything to say for it, maybe we'll see a play in the top lane.
Well, Great Beard of Odin did get that solo kill just recently, so the noodle wasn't quite wet enough as far as Shaken Not Stirred is concerned. Marcus in the mid lane has just slowly built himself a 20 CS advantage, just playing Malzahar the way you play Malzahar. Put those Maleficent Visions on the minions, stone out your opponent, don't leave yourself vulnerable. Shaken Not Stirred actually was roaming down to the mid lane, was looking for something, but didn't really look like there was an opportunity there at all. And Chain of Corruption comes out of Ace, and flash in from Sigtao Lord looking for the hook. He doesn't get it. Dark Binding lands on to Sigtao Lord. It's a little bit of split focus right now from option 12's bot lane, and they're going to go down because of it. Great Beard of Odin arrives. He is going to finish off Fan, and now Prowler has come in and finished off Sigtao Lord. So it's a 2-for-1 overall, as option 12, they were all ready to join that fight very quickly. So even though I think Northern Storm would have outplayed the 2v2, option 12 says, hey bro, it's a 5v5. And a lot of yours weren't around. Rip Herald in the bot lane. This is going to be an easy first turret. Sigtao Infinite actually coming and gets an easy assassination onto Ashway, but I think he's going to pay for it quickly with his life. Oh, he gets the trade back onto Marcus too. Nice play from the Talon, getting a 2-for-1, salvaging a little bit of momentum there, but still option 12. Got to feel good about the way the last couple minutes have gone.
And Shaken Not Stirred just coming in to clean up the Rift Herald. Nicely done. Although I do have to say that I'm a little disappointed that Talon went down, but still, nice.
Yeah, a lot of action erupting from seemingly nowhere there. Sigtal Lord tried to flash and get that hook onto Ace, but missed it, and now he's looking for Greatbeard of Odin up here. Won't be able to get in range because of the taunt. But now here comes Chaos charging up the slingshot. He gets onto Ace, and the stretching strike does land, but he is all alone here. Sigtal Infinite is not quite there. Gets the kidnap onto Prowler, who has turret aggro, so the Maokai will flash out. But that mid lane turret is primed to go down any second now.
A little bit of a battle of the mid lane going here. I don't think Talon's going to be able to do much for it against 3 champions.
Yeah, and Shaken Not Stirred is getting free time in the bot lane, so he may be able to answer a turret here as option 12 looks to rotate top. The bot lane of Northern Storm has to respect this. Ace actually takes the blast gun over by himself. A little bit risky positioning there, but Northern Storm not in position to punish.
But premature Maokai ult, but still. Just pushing him back. Not really anything for it.
So option 12 making those rotations we've talked about, using that macro play. Got bot lane, got mid lane, now they go right top. They know that Shaken does not have teleport, or I would assume that they saw that a few minutes ago. Sigtal Infinite actually goes over the wall, he uses the parkour, gets onto Ace, and they do take down the Varus. Ace was the furthest member forward and gets punished for it.
Definitely looking for specific players here. They're doing it very well, especially seeing that Ace was too far ahead and just able to pick off the ADC like it was nothing.
Yeah, this is going to be the common battle within the lore in this game, I think. It's going to be option 12 trying to use their stronger macro composition, in my opinion, to bully their way around the map. But it's going to be up to Northern Storm to catch them out, punish them for mistakes, find creative ways in.
Still, that's a very dangerous game to play, because I think while we were just looking at that in the top lane, Shaken was able to get the bot tower. And
yeah, he did trade one back.
They do have to remember that Shaken is known for doing that, especially on Kled. It's just, he's a split pushing god when it comes to this.
Cloud Drake has come up. Chaos is in the pit, but Greatbeard of Odin has found him. Does force him to get back over the wall. And we'll see if option 12 decide to try to continue this. They do have Prowler there. In they go. Chaos charging up the slingshot, but it's going to be too late. Sigtal Infinite goes in. They get the hook onto Greatbeard of Odin. Sigtal Lord lands another one, and down will go the Shen eventually. Shutdown goes over to Sigtal Infinite. That's a nice influx of gold for the Talon. So it's a Cloud Drake over to option 12 in exchange for another kill onto that Talon, who is 4-2-2 now. Starting to get scary for the backline of option 12.
Jeez. It's really, they're putting themselves in a box here. Although they do have 2 Drakes, they're definitely, their minds are in the right place. It's just, I don't know if it's poor placement. Well, it is poor placement for some of it, but yeah, I feel like they're kind of building themselves into a box, but then they're kind of clawing themselves out.
Yeah, option 12 relentless on the push there. Northern Storm actually sent both members of their bot lane down to clear a wave in the bot lane, and there was no one really there to stop that push in the mid lane. So another turret goes over to option 12. That's their third. But
Their request from the chat, we wanted to see some gold distribution. It looks like that for option 12 at least, mostly the mid lane's got it. Probably prefer to see that on the Varus, but he's been kind of indisposed.
Yeah, Malkus has been farming very well so far. But so much gold onto the Heimerdinger and the Talon for Northern Storm, which is exactly where you would want it.
Yep.
Sigtal Infinite with all his cooldowns available again now. You feel like with the 4 kills and with the Ignite available, he can just go in and probably pop somebody anytime he wants. It's going to be up to option 12, I think, to have enough wards out to detect those flanks coming from the Talon.
Indeed.
And interestingly, I saw some stats posted on the LCUS Facebook page. this week that actually showed that Ashaway places the least wards of any support in the league. So we're going to have to see if that changes in order to protect Ace and the rest of her team.
Trying to think of a joke here, but I can't.
That's my whole life, man.
Ward saves live, kids. That's all you gotta know.
So option 12 looks like they're trying to recommit to this top push. Greatbeard of Odin is in the bot lane, but does have Stand United and teleport available. Shaken Not Stirred's teleport is about to come up as he is continuing the split push. Option 12, it looks like they have enough vision around this time to know that they won't get jumped on by the Talon, but they do get jumped on by Chaos. The Zac has such long engagement range. Look at all that damage coming out, though. Everyone from Northern Storm is so low. Can Option 12 finish this off? They've gotten one so far. They get two. Prowler flashes in. They're going to get a third onto WD Fan, and the Timer Dinger is the fourth to drop. It's a disaster in the top lane. Actually, Chaos got away. But in any case, the third outer turret goes down. It's a 3-for-0 exchange. Northern Storm, they went for the play one more time, and this time, Option 12, they were able to repel it.
Yeah. This is exactly what Option 12 was looking for. And as we look at the map, Shaken Not Stirred is still going for the mid lane, doing that split pushing, just like a top laner should do.
Yeah, the Stand United coming in huge there from Greatbeard of Odin. That's exactly how we expected these team comps to clash. One is all about offense, the other's about defense. And in that situation, the defense comes out, but here comes Kled. Charges in, but unfortunately goes the wrong direction. Option 12 able to peel off to the right, but now they might be boxed in a little bit. Sigtal Ward takes the blast cone. They are not ready to give up this fight. They're trying to get onto Ace. Oh my god, the Varus exposed. Option 12, they have overstayed their welcome. It is going to be a quick 4-for-0, and Northern Storm. Oh, hey, Baron, you're right there. Why don't we just pay you a visit?
Right, it's not a friendly visit either. This is probably going to be a pretty simple Baron take. Morgana's there, but Ashaway, what can you do?
Yeah,
Best
Ashaway, I know you're a dark binding goddess, but if you pull off this steal, that'll be the next level. Here it comes. Oh no, I don't think she had it. Just put down the soil. That would have been even crazier. So Northern Storm, right after Option 12 makes a big play. They overstay, they get a little greedy, and you saw just the engagement tools. The Kled ultimate missed, but they were still able to just relentlessly run down their opponents, get a huge play, and a Baron, and all of a sudden they are 2,000 gold in the lead.
This is getting kind of dangerous for Option 12. They're kind of going to have to really rethink what's going on here. Get some picks off, maybe see to something about that top lane Shaken. Again, split pushing. Talon actually by himself too. I don't know about that. Seems pretty safe for now.
Yeah, a 1-3-1 with the Baron buff available, I think makes sense for Northern Storm, as long as they can avoid getting jumped on by a potential 4 or 5-man unit of Option 12. And actually that might be happening to Shaken right now as Option 12. They're all rotating up. This is a really long lane for Shaken Not Stirred to try to go away from, but he does have the empowered recall. Someone's going to have to interrupt that now. No, they miss it. So Northern Storm's top laner able to escape, waste a lot of time for the entire unit of Option 12. And in the meantime, Sigtal Infinite pushing down that bot lane.
Yep. And from the chat, we got a couple of casters in training, it looks like here. Huge Master is saying the main problem here for Option 12 is that Ace is kind of behind. That's pretty accurate. He just hasn't been able to be in the game for too long. And as I say that, we get Prowler in a bit of a bind.
Yeah, Prowler gets nuked down there. We see how much damage that Northern Storm has, able to take out even the Maokai so quickly. There's the charge onto Ace again. The Varus is not having a good time. Nice job by Greatbeard of Odin, though, to deflect a lot of that aggression. Now he's zoning them so far away. Shaken Not Stirred has to flash away. WD Fan is very low. But here comes Sigtal Infinite, looking to make a big hero play on the flank. And Northern Storm, all of a sudden turning things around. It's tug of war between these teams, and it's going to result in a 1-for-1. And I think a stall of the push for now.
Can't say anything. This game has just been event after event after event. Crazy. Now Northern Storm is just going to take a Drake. Finally the first Drake, Infernal. That's going to help them out quite a bit. Option 12 is just losing momentum now at this point.
It's a big Drake for option 12 for Northern Storm as well, because they have Kled building damage. So, you know, an Infernal Drake amplifies your AD, your AP, which obviously is more valuable if you have more team members building those stats. Whereas on the side of option 12, Great Beard of Vogue isn't going to be building much AD, so it's going to be less useful for that side.
Correct. And the Baron buff is still up. Jeez. Not great.
Option 12, I think they just need to rein themselves in. We've seen when they use the defensive tools, when they're positioned correctly, when Ace doesn't get insta-kill, their fights have been alright. But things snowball so quickly, and now it looks like they're about to get a pick onto Prowler. Yes, the Maokai was standing on a ward. Sigtao Infinite is in onto him, flash away from the tree, and I think he will live to see another day! Sigtao Lord! Ooh, boy, that's one that you really want, just momentum-wise. Chain of Corruption comes out onto the Kled. Chicken Nutsard able to dismount, able to get himself away. To go all the way back about 4 minutes ago, though, now that I've been able to catch a breath, I do think that that's a good point on the Varus being so far behind. Never mind, we can't talk about it. We got another fight in the jungle. Chaos jumps in. They've already taken out Sigtao Lord, who is trying to camp a bush, looking for a death brush. Sigtao Infinite flashes over a wall, looking for a quick assassination. Now WD Fan is in a lot of trouble. That's going to be a lot of shutdown gold if they can get onto the timer again. Twisted Advance will lock the poor guy down. No amount of wrenches will fix that situation. And option 12 make a big play.
There we go. Make a big play and now just take down mid lane. I don't know. They got some time from mid lane, but then we got Kled coming in to defend it. Not sure how much he's going to be able to do, but he's going to do his darndest to try.
Yeah, there isn't much wave clear on the side of Northern Storm alive right now, so option 12, they should be able to walk in and take this turret. If they stick around for the inhibitor, though, they might get punished. Oh, but Shaken Nutsard, he stepped too far forward. But now here comes Chaos. Now is it option 12 that have stepped too far forward? Hook misses from Sigtao Lord. That could have been a big one. It was looking for Ace again, I think. Option 12, I think they need to get out of here soon, though, because everyone is back alive for Northern Storm. But the silence lands. That could be key onto Sigtao Infinite. Now they do get the cell division down. Luter does go down, but look at the damage from Sigtao Infinite. He takes down 2. All the carries are gone for option 12. They've overstayed again, and now it's up to the Shen and the Morgana to try to run away, staunch the bleeding a little bit. Looks like they will be able to escape.
What the hell is going on with this tug of war of a game?
Yeah, this is basically an ARAM right now, just running it down.
You got that right.
There's a big wave in the top lane in the favor of option 12, but conversely a big wave in the bottom lane for Northern Storm. So they will have to deal with those eventually, but I think Northern Storm is going to be able to break the inhibitor line here before that happens. Then again, yeah, everyone's back up for option 12 now. Northern Storm not going to overstay, showing a little more discipline there potentially than their opponents have so far. Okay, going all the way back. Yes, Ace is behind the curve right now, 1 and 6. I think it'll be very helpful for him when not only he potentially completes a defensive item, presumably at some point, to keep himself alive against Sigtao Infinite, but also if Ashaway can complete some sort of protective items for him.
We'll have to see if it gets into that late into the game, because they're going to have to do a little bit of farming for that, or get some kills, one or the other. But, shoot. Take a breath, Jeff. Just inhale, exhale. This is probably the only time we're going to get to be able to do this.
Yeah, Baron's back up now.
Exactly. So.
Option 12 actually with 2 members in the bot lane right now. But Northern Storm, they've just cycled through some of their recalls, so I don't think that they would be in a position to make a quick, aggressive play. Sigtao Infinite jumping over, looking for Marcus. He does pop the spell shield, which can be a valuable thing. Scuttle Crab goes down in favor of Prowler, which is always a very important thing when you're fighting around this Baron Vision battle. charge coming in from Shaken Not Stirred. He's on the backside, actually. I think he completely whiffed. He's so far away from the rest of his team. Makis goes down, but it's a trade for Sigtao Infinite, and they will get another one onto Sigtao Lord. So it's a 2-for-1, as Sigtao Infinite was able to get the assassination, but there was no way out. And Shaken Not Stirred with the ultimate just went completely to a different part of the map than where the fight was happening there.
Jeez. Big whiff on his part. In the back lines right now, I'm gonna call back, but now it seems like they're gonna get a good inhibitor. Oh, TP coming in, never mind. They got the
Trying
damage.
to save this inhibitor. I'm not sure if this is worth it though. Yeah, option
Good peel.
12 to just quickly take that down. So that's the teleport cooldown burned. Greatbeard of Odin has itemized to the Titanic Hydra. That gives him that extra wave clear, makes him a little bit more of a split push threat. And we've got another Cloud Drake coming up here. You know, I myself am one of the biggest critics of Cloud Drake. Actually, they jump right in onto Shaken Not Stirred. He went into the brush against the Maokai. He does have Guardian Angel available, is dismounted. He will have that Guardian Angel pop, but they are running into the Mega Heimerdinger turret. Ace is taken very low, pops the stopwatch, and he has Stand United on him. Can they keep him alive? The big ultimate from Makis is able to take down Sigtao Infinite, but Ace is gone again. The Varus just cannot live through these fights consistently. And Northern Storm takes another fight, and they do stop the Cloud Drake. I'm surprised they don't stick around for it. I guess they do have some pretty low health bars.
Oh, man, just for a Cloud Drake.
Right?
Folks, you don't
I
get
was
this
just about
in the
to
pros.
say, I am one of the biggest critics of Cloud Drakes, and how I don't think that they're worth risking much over, but option 12 does have one already. When you start to get to like the second and third Cloud Drake, then you know the value is multiplied, obviously.
Oh, there you go.
And particularly for a team like option 12 that like to move around the map so much, I do see the value, but it's a selective situational value, I think. In any case, option 12, they're still prioritizing this, and here comes Shaken Not Stirred. It is Makis and Ashaway all alone, but the Kled did have his Guardian Angel pop. He could go down here. Prowler has gotten there. Greatbeard of Odin is here as well. Boy, is this a split-up fight. They are bisected. The front lines are completely separated from all the back lines, but now they pulled Chaos in. He gets popped into Cell Division. Makis was able to live through the initial engage, and option 12 get the pick. Actually, they want more. Fan trying to run away. He will get away from the Maokai, who burn flash, looking for that twisted advance. So option 12, they will take the consolation prize, pull out this Drake. Sigtao Infinite sitting on the side, waiting for a way in. He sees Makis. He has the blast cone. He will pop it. He gets in, and he does take down the Malzahar, but trades himself once again. That's something that we're starting to see with Sigtao Infinite. He's getting the assassinations, but he's just trading his own life as well.
I don't know if that's worth. You're definitely causing a little bit of hiatus during that point, but you need your team there, man.
Yeah, you wonder there if that was potentially a split call with Sigtao Infinite saying, we can fight this, and the rest of Northern Storm not really responding to it, so he just ends up going in alone. At least gets a 1-for-1, so not a bad thing.
Yep.
Really the definition of neutral. And Shaken Not Stirred jumping in onto Ashway. It's just full-on aggression from Northern Storm, and particularly from Shaken Not Stirred on this Kled. Will he get rooted up? He is able to joust away from the roots of Maokai. Greatbeard of Odin now split pushing in the bottom lane, and there's no teleport for Shaken Not Stirred, so it's difficult for Northern Storm to have an answer to this. They're sending Sigtao Infinite, who can get across the map pretty easily with that parkour.
This is kind of what I was saying before. Option 12 just needs to dig themselves out of the hole that they were digging, and it seems like that's what's happening.
Yeah, another charge. They're looking for Greatbeard of Odin this time. Option 12 top laner is able to get out of range initially, but now they are just on the chase. Sigtao Infinite looking for the jump over the wall. He will get onto him. The rake does land. That's a big slow. Now can Shaken Not Stirred land the bear trap. Here we go. Oh, look at that damage, though. Back onto the talent. Meanwhile, Ashaway has landed a kill onto WD Fan up around the Baron. This is a dangerous situation for Northern Storm to be doing, because if they lose this topside fight, it doesn't matter if they get the kill in the bot lane. They will lose the Baron, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Ace lives with a sliver of health.
using that Guardians to his advantage, able to resuscitate himself. Definitely needed.
Shaken Not Stirred is going full Darshan style in this game. Just go straight for the open inhibitor.
Just look at him. Going at it.
Getting something out of nothing. I appreciate it. But option 12, they pick up the second Baron of the game, and they have a huge minion wave pushing onto the Nexus turrets that Sigtao Infinite is going to have to clear. Gonna pop down there quick. Looks like, yeah, the super minions are distracted. They won't be able to finish a Nexus turret, but option 12 pushing in the top lane. They have to be careful again here, though, that they don't overstay. Everyone from Northern Storm is about to be up. Charge is available again. Greatbeard of Odin does have Stand United, though, so he can join this fight. Oh, they get the hook onto Prowler. The Maokai is stunned and silenced under the turret. Black Shield comes out from Ashway, potentially going to save the Rainforest. It does, and now they turn back onto Shaken Not Stirred, who is dismounted, taken extremely low, and option 12 do a great job of repelling that engage.
Holy moly. We're kind of seeing a reversal from earlier in the game here.
Yeah, now we have the charge coming in. Prowler just looks to interrupt it. Just sets a pick for the rest of his team. Says, leave me, I'm a tree. But now Greatbeard of Odin has joined the fight. Shaken Not Stirred is dismounted again, but he does have Guardian Angel backup. Can they at least pop that key cooldown? WD Fan is able to waddle away, I think. Marcus popping the heal, or excuse me, the ghost, trying to get the speed necessary to chase him down. Shaken Not Stirred is finally going to go down to Greatbeard of Odin. So it's a 2-for-1, actually, in favor of option 12. They get 2 inhibitors, they get 2 kills, and I think now they'll head for the hills.
Able to get the inhibitors down, also going back, still got a bunch of people with the Baron ult. I'd say that's a pretty decent push right there.
Yeah, option 12, yeah, executing that push extremely well, surviving the engages of Northern Storm that time. It's going to be interesting to see where option 12 turns their focus now. Inhibitors down in the mid lane for both teams. So one would logically assume that option 12 will look to push out this mid lane and then head to bot.
Alright, what are you guys gonna do?
Teleport is available for Shaken and not for Greatbeard of Odin. Oh, they get the quick pick onto Sigtao Infinite. Rooted, taken down, unfortunate, and that could actually, with a 52-second death timer and 2 inhibitors down and a Baron buff, could actually lead to a game-ending push if option 12 plays this correctly.
That is one of the top damage dealers, but they do still have to watch out for the Heidinger and for the Blitz. I feel like that Blitz and the Zac, if they actually had their abilities up and were... never mind. I'm gonna eat my words before I say them, never mind.
One Nexus turret is already low. There goes Kled looking for the desperation engage. They get onto Ace, and Chaos gets in there. Ace is taken extremely low again, and down goes the Varus. Can option 12 turn this around? They pull in Greatbeard of Odin. He is extremely low. Has to Shadow Dash out of there, and option 12, they survive. They get a 2-for-1, but the question is, can they finish the game without their AD carry? In goes Kled again onto Prowler. Does he have the damage to cut down the Maokai? He's exhausted by Ashaway, and I think that option 12 will just peel away, but Northern Storm survive for now.
Never mind, I'll regurgitate my words. That's exactly what I was looking for. Just get your abilities up, get some lockdowns. CC, that's what they did. That's what that... Holy crap, I was actually going to call something correct. But yeah, is it going to last? That's really the question here. That last turret is just... Ooh, it's seen better days.
Yeah, 1 Nexus turret going down. It's 3 inhibs at this point, so that's double super minions. Elder Drake on the table, and there's 3 Dragon stacks on option 12, which just makes that buff so powerful.
Looks like that's going to be what the next battle is going to be here.
Teleport still available for Shaken. I feel like Northern Storm have to fight this. A 3-stack Elder with 2 inhibs down and only 1 Nexus turret is almost impossible to defend. They're just gonna go for the steal, and he... Oh my goodness! Chaos
drive-by,
yeah,
swerve,
the fly over
dab on him.
steal. Oh my goodness. But now Sigtown Infinite is caught out. He gets hit by all the roots, but they get the hook now onto Ace. Can they answer back? No. Stand United comes out. Greatbeard of
Nice.
Odin says, I got you. Ace Sigtow Lord goes down. So the heroic play of Chaos, I don't think will be enough. You might have the Elder Drake, but you have no turrets. You have no inhibitors. Ace, the Guardian Angel is back up, so Shaken Netzer doesn't finish him up this time. In goes Chaos, but it's all for naught at this point. What an exciting game one. Option 12, they endure the engage from Northern Storm. They lived through enough to eventually take down the Nexus.
Oh,
Woo-wee.
crap. Jeez, I almost swore. Never mind. That was just insane. Wow, what to be said about that game? I'm actually kind of curious about looking at the stats.
55 kills overall. Honestly, it felt like way more than that
Right.
to me.
As you would probably expect, the Heimerdinger was the one to get a lot of damage out of there.
Marcus on the other side do.
Yeah,
Though also really pumping it out.
for sure.
Ace, you see a little lower, not really surprising considering how early he died
Yeah.
in a lot of those fights.
But still, I say that that's pretty commendable for an ADC that was kind of behind.
Yeah, and considering that he was just the focus every fight so quickly.
For sure. Exactly. Well done to both teams. That was... Whew, that might have to go in the record books for a game. Golly. Not for the longest game, just... Oh my gosh. Tug of War. It turned into ARAM for a little bit in the middle of the game. Just... Whew, this is what you come here for, folks.
Fights everywhere.
Indeed. Alright. Alright. We're going to take a little bit of a break. Hopefully just wipe the sweat off our brow from watching that game. Just get some coffee or something. And then we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.